In this episode, we're going to be looking at prepositions. Now, prepositions are a word class which usually link a noun or a pronoun to another word in a sentence. They show the relationship between content words and can often be put into different categories. Those main categories are place and position, for example, at, in, on, by, under, over. Direction and movement, for example, to, through, across, along. And time, for example, at, on, in, since, for, after and before. So why are prepositions important? Well, of the 25 most commonly used words in English, 8 are prepositions. That is, at, by, for, in, on, to, of and with. So clearly a good understanding of prepositions is very important to get a good understanding of spoken and written English. We're now going to look at some of the most important rules about prepositions to help you with understanding them. So first of all, it's important to say that prepositions are difficult to learn. So you shouldn't feel bad if you find them difficult. Even native speakers will often find them tricky. Secondly, prepositions often have several different functions and uses. For example, the Oxford English Dictionary has 37 different definitions of the word in. So again, they are difficult to understand and the exact use that they're having. Thirdly, prepositions are a closed class of words. What this means is that there are no new prepositions to be created. All of the prepositions that are ever going to be used have already been invented, so you'll never have to learn a new one. Fourth, if you're not sure which preposition to use, have a guess. More often than not, you'll be correct. And you almost certainly know more than you think you do. Next, prepositions are often combined with nouns and verbs to make specific phrases. For example, we might say changes and differences in something, or evidence and reason for something, or we suffer and benefit from something, or agree and adapt to something. So when we put these kinds of words together, we can call them collocations. They are generally found with each other. So try to remember these as pieces of vocabulary rather than grammatical constructions. Sixth, if you're unsure about a preposition, where it commonly goes, look at it online. Look for particular phrases using a search engine to see if they really do exist and how the phrase can be used. If you Google a particular phrase, you'll see if it's used 1,000,000 times, then it's probably a good phrase. If it's only used 7 times, then it's not. And you know where to go with that. Next, don't use too many prepositions in the same sentence. The job of a preposition is to link words together. The more links you have, the more difficult it will be to follow the sentence. If you use more than about 3 in a sentence, I would say be careful. It doesn't mean you can't do it, but you have to be really confident that you're right in what you're doing. Eighth, learn how to use prepositional phrases. Many useful phrases in English use 2 or more prepositions combined together. For example, according to, apart from, as for, because of, by means of, due to, except for, in order to, in place of, instead of, on account of, out of, up to, with regard to, and with respect to. In speaking, prepositions can have either strong or weak forms. Since prepositions are function words, generally the weak form is common. So we might say, we've been living here for 10 years. We say for rather than the full form for. But if we wanted to emphasise this, we would use the strong form. For you, I would do anything. But as I say, generally the weak form is more common.